35 minutes left. Archangel Michael is begging you. You are chosen to see this. Michael, don't tell anyone. It will happen. 2 minutes. Open it immediately. Archangel Michael says the clock has turned its face towards you and refuses to blink. He says your name has been written on a quiet line where only brave hearts can read. He says the next 35 minutes will hold more weight than many years before. The room around you feels ordinary and still. A cup waits on the table. A screen hums softly. The air looks untroubled. Yet under the skin of this moment, something bright is folding its wings. You were pulled into this minute by a strand of unseen gold. It wrapped around your wrist during a time you thought no one was watching. The strand does not burn. It guides. 35 minutes remain and the first task is simple. Stand, breathe once, and look at the nearest doorway without moving toward it. Let your eyes accept the frame as if it were a picture of your future. Do not speak of this to anyone. Silence is your shield and your passage. Words tossed too early can shatter a rising sign. A faint pressure gathers at the base of your neck. It feels like a hand that knows you very well. It is permission, not fear. A memory lifts its head inside your chest. It shows you the hour you tried to leave your own story. You are back now, and the story is relieved. 30 minutes remain and the air grows precise. Small sounds become instruments, each with a single note. The refrigerator clicks like a metronome for courage. Go to the place where you keep the objects you do not show. Open nothing yet, only notice the way your heartbeat changes. This is your inner compass aligning to true north. Your name is being said in a language without vowels. It rolls like thunder behind a locked sky. The lock recognizes you. 27 minutes remain and a door in the past slides. S falls from a shelf of old choices. You can leave them where they lie. A thin ribbon of light pools at your feet. Step into it as if you were stepping into warm water. Let it cover your ankles and tell your bones to listen. You have asked for proof many times in private. You stacked your requests in a quiet pile and kept walking. The pile has been found and opened. 24 minutes remain and your right shoulder eases. Burden begins to loosen like knots in wet rope. The rope will not hold you anymore. There is a page folded 3 times in the room. You know where it is even if you pretend you do not. Do not unfold it yet. Only place it where your breath can touch it. The unseen gathers behind your left ear. It speaks without sound, and your skin understands. The message arrives as calm rather than noise. 20 minutes remain and the air tastes cleaner. This is the first sign that the path has accepted your feet. Keep walking by staying still. You are asked to make a small altar out of what is here. A glass of thread and a plain coin will do. Set them in a square with the coin at the north. Place your right hand over your heart and lower your gaze. Name the year you lost, then the year you survived. Both years will bow to you. 17 minutes remain and the silence thickens. It is the kind of silence that carries. It lifts rather than presses. A cool current brushes your wrists like fresh rain. It is the signature of protection announcing itself gently. Receive it and do not argue. Forgive yourself for every moment you had to harden. Forgive the floor that caught you and the ceiling that felt too low. Softness is returning as a tool, not a wound. 14 minutes remain and a hum begins under the floorboards. It keeps time with your pulse without taking it over. Its rhythm is the bridge to the arrival. Take the folded page and hold it to the center of your chest. Do not read it yet, because the ink is still writing. A message grows even while it is being held. 12 minutes remain and your eyes grow brighter. The room notices and straightens itself. Shadows lean back to make space. Think of the moment that almost broke you and then did not. See how that edge turned into a handle. You can lift what once tried to drop you. 9 minutes remain and the world outside goes a little quiet. Sirens move away, not toward. Your name is being called from inside rather than outside. Archangel Michael says you are under a canopy woven from choices you finally made. He says the canopy is stronger than the weather that once soaked you. He says the ground has signed a pact to hold you steady. Light the small light you have, even if it is only your screen turned low. Set it beside the coin at the north of your square. This is the star that agrees to descend. 7 minutes remain and the taste of metal leaves your mouth. Fear unhooks itself like a clasp. Your jaw remembers how to rest. If tears arrive, let them, because salt can clean a door. Do not wipe them fast, let them work. They carry away the dust of long corridors. 5 minutes remain and the folded page grows warm. Heat is instruction, not alarm. Is ink to settle and truth to hold. Place the key on the page without letting it fall. A faint ring of light will form that only you can see. The key is not for lock in the wall, but a lock in time. Breathe in for a count that feels like home. Breathe out for 1 beat longer to show that you can stay. Breath is your willing signature. 3 minutes remain, and the air deepens like the sky before first rain. You may feel a press between your shoulder blades. This is alignment with what you asked for when you were tired of asking. Do not speak, do not post, do not share. This corridor requires a single traveler. It will widen once you pass through. 2 minutes remain and the lights behind your eyes gather. You are standing at the seam where moments stitch themselves to meaning. Nothing will be taken from you that you still need. Archangel Michael says the signal is on its way down the last stair. He says your name is the final step. He says the door will open inward. 90 seconds remain and the folded page begins to cool. Cooling means the writing is finished. Hold it 1 breath more to bless its ink. 60 seconds remain, and the square on your table blows inside its own idea. The coin at the north steadies the light like an anchor in calm water. The thread hums like a line drawn to a better shore. 40 seconds remain, and memory sends you one last picture. You see yourself standing where you are, but taller. You accept the height as a natural return. 20 seconds remain, and the room forgets its edges. You are larger than the walls and still belong here. The unseen nods because you have matched its size. 10 seconds remain, and the page on your chest lives. It lifts and settles like a quiet bird. It is tame because you are gentle. 2 minutes arrive and open like a door in a door. This is the window promised at the beginning. Step through by unfolding the page. The first crease gives way with a soft breath. The second crease releases the weight you were not meant to carry. The third crease opens like a horizon after fog. Read with your skin before you read with your eyes. Let the letter settle on your pulse and teach it a calmer drum. Only then allow your sight to take the words. The message begins with your true name spelled the way light spells it. It grants you the right to leave behind what never grew when you watered it. It hands you back the piece of time you thought was gone. The next line set your path in 3 simple steps. The first is to rest without guilt for 1 full night. The second is to answer 1 message you have delayed with honesty. The third is to take 1 small action toward the life you chose in secret. You already know which action stands at your door. It will not shout, it will nod. The page carries a seal that looks like a feather in metal. Touch the seal with the coin for the count of 4. The seal warms and moves from paper to bone. Your back straightens without effort. The old story drops its luggage at your feet. You do not pick it up. The light above you folds once and rests like a crown that weighs nothing. It does not fall because it recognizes its place. You hold still so it can learn your shape. Your square of objects can now be dismantled. Place the thread inside your pocket so guidance can travel with you. Return the coin to its common work so blessing can enter common hours. Carry the key to your doorway and press it gently to the frame. The frame cools as if a fever has broken. You can walk through without losing what found you. Do not speak of this until it roots. Roots take time and dark to grow. Protect them and they will soon carry fruit. The room comes back into view, but it is not smaller than before. It holds a new weather that fits your breathing. You are not chasing proof now. You are wearing it. Archangel Michael says the hour has chosen you because you chose yourself at last. He says the path will look simple and will be. He says you will keep this quiet blow, and it will keep you. Turn the page over and write the date and the minute. This marks the place where you entered the clear part of the river. The river knows your stride now, and will match it. Fold the page once, not 3 times, because you do not return to the old folds. Place it where morning light can touch it without anyone noticing. Let it breathe while you sleep. When you wake, the first sound you hear will be yours again. It will not be borrowed, it will not be afraid. It will carry the same calm you learned tonight. Take water and drink it as if it were a promise kept. Water is a simple truth that invites other truths. You are made of much of it, and now it remembers. Step outside if you can, and let the air meet you. You will notice how the day feels like a door held open. Walk through without rushing and without apology. You have crossed a thin bridge that does not allow noise. On the other side, work will be steady and kind. You will recognize your hands in what they make. The 2 minutes that opened will keep opening. They travel with you the way a quiet friend walks beside a quiet friend. You can look forward without bracing. Throw nothing away in anger today. Set what you are done with gently on the ground. The ground understands release better than fire. Your body will carry a light pressure for the next 3 days. This is alignment sealing into place. It will pass when it has taught every cell. Speak softly to yourself when the old thoughts try to return. They will lose interest when they feel no argument. Peace is not a debate. It is a room. Your path will send small signs because you honored the first one. A number, a feather, the right word at the right time will appear. Accept them and keep walking. You will feel the urge to tell someone everything. Hold it through 1 full sunrise before you share. After that, speak only what helps the seed grow. The key you used will open days rather than locks. You will feel it when a moment clicks and becomes yours. Stay present so you can step through. The square on your table is gone, but its map remains. You can draw it anywhere with 4 ordinary things. The map recognizes you now and will always point north. The message has finished its first job and is beginning its second. The first was to arrive. The second is to root. Both are complete in the right measure of time. You are now the place where the sign lies. You do not need to chase it or prove it. You can live it by taking the next kind step. Close this in quiet and return to your life. Carry the softness and the strength like 2 steady hands. They will not drop each other. The hour bows and releases you to yourself. You bow back because gratitude is a language your heart speaks well. Walk on as the door stays open. The folded page will remain a quiet witness. It will not demand attention or applause. It will simply hold the shape of your promise. If someone asks what changed, offer only a small smile. You are sealing the work in gentle silence. Fresh roots do best in undisturbed soil. Archangel Michael says your courage has been accepted by the hour. He says protection is now braided into your ordinary moments. He says you are free to live without bracing. Drink water slowly and thank your throat for carrying messages. A road has held storms and sums for years. Let it carry gratitude now and be rinsed. A clean surface in your home wants to be chosen. Clear it and give it nothing but space for one day. That space will become a mirror for your mind. If fear returns with its familiar coat, do not argue with it. Hang the coat on a hook and let it dry without wearing it. Fear dislikes rooms where it cannot stay wet. Take one object you once hid and bring it into light. Set it where morning can touch it without ceremony. Let it learn the weather of safety. You will notice the tiny noises of your life organizing. Keys sound softer. Doors decide to open on the first try. Even the kettle breathes in longer, calmer waves. A path appears when eyes value simple things. A loaf of bread becomes a map of patience. A cup learns how to hold more than tea. Do not rush to fix what was never yours to mend. Leave other people's knots with the people who tied them. You can hand back the rope without anger. You will feel drawn to a color you rarely wear. Place that color near your skin for 1 hour. It will teach your cells a new tone of rest. Night will arrive like a friend who finally knows the route. It will sit with you without demanding a story. You are allowed to sleep without performing. If a dream comes, receive it without chasing meaning. Dreams ripen after sunrise when the mind is kind. Let them sit in a bowl of attention and taste later. When you wake, touch the doorframe again with a key. Not to open, but to greet what already stands open. Gratitude builds a second hinge that squeaks less. You will feel sudden compassion for an old version of you. Let it cross the room and sit beside you without shame. Hold its hand for the count of 5 and release. There is a letter you will write that contains no defense. It will be short, honest, and calm. It will close a loop that once chased you. Gather your work into small, clear piles. Call one pile now, one soon, and one safe to delay. Doing this will return 3 hours to your week. Eat something simple that grew in the open. Let your mouth understand the language of sun and soil. Bless the farmer in your thoughts without needing their name. You may hear a distant bell inside your chest at noon. It will not be loud. It will be exact. That is the daily chime of alignment, and it is yours. Archangel Michael says you can trust the quiet that followed the bright moment. He says the bright was the door, and the quiet is the house. He says you are allowed to live here without knocking. If sadness arrives, seat it at the table with water. Ask it for its small truth, not its large storm. Small truths wash hands and do not break dishes. Your body will prefer open windows for a while. Let fresh air rearrange your old thoughts like papers on a desk. Some pages will fly. Let them go if they insist. You will notice a number that repeats kindly. Treat it as a gentle nudge, not a siren. Nods from the unseen are not meant of frying. Place your phone face down for 1 hour each day. Let your eyes remember rooms without glass. Silence can braid itself better when screens are resting. There is a promise you made to yourself years ago. Bring it forward and speak it aloud once. Hearing is a form of planting. Tend to something living that is not you. A plant, a pet, a small section of ground will do. Care multiplies when it is given without a ledger. Write your name slowly on a blank card. Beneath it, write the word capable. Set the card where your passing glance can feed on it. Your breath is learning a new math. It adds presence and subtracts panic. Even exhale by exhale, the equation turns kind. If you must enter a crowded place, carry the thread in your pocket. Touch it when the room grows loud. The thread remembers the quiet square and lends it to you. The folded page will not ask to be read again soon. It prefers to be near, not open. Trust its nearness as a companion. A soft strength walks at your left side now. It does not advertise itself in neon. It steadies your reach when you extend your hand. Choose a sentence to live by for 7 days. Keep it short enough to carry everywhere. Let it be I move with calm precision. You will find yourself cleaning corners you once ignored. This is not about dust. It is about edges. Life flows better when the corners can breathe. If you consider telling the wrong person your bright moment, wait 1 more night. Test your urge against the weight of rest. What is true will not wilt in delay. Archangel Michael says your timing has improved because you have. He says doors do not fear you anymore. He says the ground keeps its promises to those who walk softly. You will recall an old apology you never received. Release the invoice and close the account. Freedom returns when debt stops dictating your breath. A sound in the distance may resemble your name. It is only the world learning your new pace. You do not need to run to meet it. Practice ending what needs ending in daylight. Goodbyes spoken under the sun wear less shadow. Write final lines that are tidy and kind. Keep 1 window for wonder open each day. Look through it without demanding spectacle. Let small marvels do their quiet work. Your spine is a mast, and the day sets sail from it. Stand once each hour, and feel the mast remember wind. Then sit and let the deck be steady. On the 3rd morning, the pressure between your shoulders will lighten. You will move as if wearing less history. Thank the hours that did the untying while you slept. If someone brings you their storm, shelter them briefly. Offer a towel, not the blueprint of your home. You are kind, and your boundaries are, too. Music will help your rooms keep their new shape. Choose melodies that breathe like trees. Let them teach your walls to sway without falling. Your hands may grow warm when you decide well. That is the body's way of clapping in quiet. Receive the applause and keep choosing. Place a small stone in your pocket for 6 days. It will remind you that Earth is a patient teacher. Return it to the ground when it has finished whispering. If anger rhymes, give it 3 sentences on paper. Then fold the page and place it beneath a glass of water. By morning, the heat will have cooled into clarity. Someone will be gentler with you than before. Accept it without suspicion. Your tone change first. Kindness echoes when it finally finds walls that echo back. Archangel Michael says you carry a new permission. He says you can decline what costs your peace. He says you can accept what fits your spirit. When you forget and begin to hurry, pause. Look at your hands as if they were a map. Remember that maps do not run, they guide. Choose a doorway you pass through often. Give it a small blessing each time you cross. Doorways learn this language and return it. The old story might knock in a friendly voice. You can open without letting it in. Hover in tea on the porch and wish it well. You will feel a wish rise that you once labeled impossible. Do not correct it into smallness. Let it walk around the room and learn the furniture. Sleep will come earlier for a while. Answer it like a call from someone you love. Rest is not a delay. It is the road's other name. A simple laugh will find you without a joke. It will ring like clear glass tapped gently. That sound is proof that weight has shifted. The sky will show you a color you cannot name. Let it remain unnamed and beautiful. Not all true things need labels to live. Take a quiet walk without a destination. Let your feet choose corners and light. Paths reveal themselves to walkers who listen. If you hear criticism in your head, check its return address. Often it belongs to a place you no longer rent. Forward it to silence and move on. Your calendar can have white space that is not failure. White space is where fresh air breathes into ours. Guard it like water in a warm month. Archangel Michael says your life has switched from emergency lighting to daylight. He says you will still meet weather, but you will meet it with shelter. He says your window's open from the inside now. Keep the key where you can touch it when needed. Let touch be enough. Doors recognize familiar hands. Where you go, thresholds learn your name. This is how a quiet miracle continues. Not with thunder, but with accurate steps. Not with spectacle, but with a room that finally fits. The 2 minutes that opened did not close. They stretched across the hours like a thin golden bridge. You are crossing each day, steady and bright. The page will rest, and so will you. The coin returns to pockets and still knows the north. The thread hums its line beneath everything. You are living as the sign now. You are carrying calm the way a lamp carries fire. Nothing dramatic is needed to keep it lit. When you write today's date, notice your hand. It will be calm and sure like a boat on a clear lake. This is how the promise keeps its word. Archangel Michael says, "Well done, beloved traveler." He says, keep your pace, keep your silence, keep your light. He says the next door will open as gently as this one, and you will already be ready. Gentleness is now your strongest instrument. It tunes rooms and tempers with the lightest touch. Play it often until the world learns the melody. Keep a cup of clear water where morning can find it. Change it daily as an act of quiet honor. Small devotions teach time to be kind. When you speak, let words arrive like careful birds. They land where there is trust and do not startle. Silence is the open hand they prefer. Choose one drawer to organize with patience. Every object you keep is a vote for the life you want. Let this drawer campaign for calm. If worry taps your shoulder, breathe and turn slowly. Offer it a seat far from the controls. Passengers do not steer. A name from the past may float up like a feather. Watch it drift, but do not chase it into wind. If it belongs, it will settle. If not, let it fly. Your steps carry a new arrangement of light. Floors notice, even if people do not. The world reads the poem your feet write. Archangel Michael says your choices are scaffolding for peace. He says beams of patience hold more weight than walls of force. He says build with steady hands and the house will sing. There is a door you pass daily that wants acknowledgement. Touch the frame with the key and whisper a thanks. Thank doors squeak less and open true. A kind word given early can change the weather of a day. Aim it like sunlight at someone who forgot the sky. Watch cloud edges soften without argument. If a plan collapses, let it fall all the way. Broken halfway keeps cutting. On the ground, you can safely sort what was useful. Wear something comfortable when making new promises. Comfort invites honesty to stay longer. Let your skin feel like home while your mouth speaks truth. You may feel a warm line across your chest at dusk. That is the thread reminding you it is still woven. Touch it once and keep moving. Write 3 lines before sleep: what you learn, what you released, what you welcome. Keep them brief like footprints at low tide. Morning will read them back in kinder light. Forgiveness is no longer a mountain with storms. It is a meadow that invites rest. You can lie down there without losing height. If a stranger smiles, answer with your shoulders relaxed. The body often agrees before the mind does. Agreement makes the next hour easier. Keep an apple or a piece of bread for moments of thinness. Hunger makes sharp choices. Feed it gently. Fed hearts negotiate better with the day. Archangel Michael says your boundaries are doors with windows. He says you can see out without letting trouble in. He says kindness and clarity can share the same frame. Plant a thought like a seed and water it with action. One small deed is rain enough for today. Roots love regular drops more than rare storms. Notice the phrase you repeat when tired. Write it into something that carries, not drags. Just get through can become I move with care. There is a book you own that wants to be finished. Choose a chair where the light is patient. Turn pages like you're walking a peaceful road. You will receive a message that usually stiffens your spine. Let the new calm answer first. Spines straighten better when not bracing for impact. Open your window to the hour that suits your breath. Let sounds arrange themselves into a gentle choir. Even traffic can hum a workable hymn. If envy visits, give it a job. Gratitude's apprentice. Have it list 3 things it would miss if it were you. Work changes its posture from sharp to useful. Welcome rest as a teacher, not a timeout. Lessons land better on soft ground. Your pillow is a page and sleep writes in kindness. Carry a pen that feels good in your hand. Tools that fit invite better sentences. Better sentences make better days. Archangel Michael says protection now lives in your posture. He says your back remembers wings even when you can't see them. He says stand like someone who knows the sky is friendly. Let music find you without searching. When it arrives, stop and listen all the way through. Completion trains the heart to honor endings. Prepare a yes that is whole and a no that is gentle. Keep both near your tongue and use them cleanly. Clarity saves everyone's steps. If tears return, thank them for whying what words cannot. They mop the small corners language misses. After, leave the floor to dry in sunlight. Your rooms prefer slow hands now. Dust becomes less like failure, more like weather. You can live well and still meet a little win. Speak to your reflection with the tone you reserve for travelers. You have come far and cross more quietly now. Borders recognize you and wave you through. A simple kindness done unseen stacked high inside you. No ledger required, no witness needed. Goodness is its own receipt. If you must delay a dream, tuck it in carefully. Delay is not denial when it is fed and named. Dreams grow in the dark if tended. Choose where to place your attention as if it were fire. It warms what it touches and can also burn. Aim heat where life should flourish. There will be a morning when laughter arrives before coffee. Let it ring without reason. Joy owes you no explanation. Archangel Michael says your life can be bright without noise. He says the sun does not shout to be seen. He says you are learning that language perfectly. Keep the coin where you keep your small vows. Let its weight remind you of true north. Turn it in your fingers when decisions whisper. Invite fresh flowers or a green branch into your home. Not to decorate but to teach. Living things model how to be both tender and strong. When someone thanks you, accept it without shrinking. Deflecting kindness confuses the giver and the gift. Let praise water the roots it was meant for. If you wake in the night, practice a tiny inventory. Body, breath, room, peace. Touch each with your mind like checking anchors. Return to sleep as if re-entering a soft harbor. Drink from a cup you love, slowly. Let its shape remind you that daily things can be faithful. Faithful things lower the cost of being alive. Write to your future self as if they were a friend you already trust. Keep it short and true. Future you will write back by living it. There will be an invitation you would once accept from fear. Now you will decline with warmth. Freedom sounds like a polite no. If you feel alone, sit with the key in your palm. Remember every door that opened because you asked. Asking is proof that you believed in rooms beyond. The sky may offer a soft wind at an odd hour. Step outside for 3 breaths if you can. Let moving air confirm you are moving too. Archangel Michael says the next right thing is quieter than you expect. He says listen beneath convenience for truth. He says truth loves the slow yes. Return the thread to your pocket each morning. Not as superstition, but as companionship. Threads remember the path when minds are busy. You are different now in ways that need no announcement. Chairs feel safer, doors more honest, time less sharp. This is what healing does when it is allowed to work. End your day with one questionless blessing spoken aloud. Bless the house, the hands, the ground, the air. Bless the minutes that chose you and the ones you chose. Sleep comes like a familiar road under a clear moon. Walk dude without turning on all the lights. Trust that you know the way now because you do. Let your mornings begin without rush. Stretch the day open like a curtain you do not yank. Light prefers gentle hands. Choose one task to complete with reverence. Not because it is grand, but because you are. Excellence is a form of quiet prayer. Carry patience like a small warm stone. Turn it in your palm when delays arrive. Warmth spreads faster than worry. Write one message you have avoided, kindly and clear. Clarity is mercy for both sender and receiver. Mercy lowers the weather inside rooms. Archangel Michael says you are allowed to take up your full height. He says ceilings bend for the honest. He says honesty begins with your own breath. If an old ache knocks, answer with soft routine. Make the bed, wash the cup, open the window. Order is a friendly guard at the gate. Place a bookmark in today. Let it mark the chapter where calm became practical. You read differently when you trust the page. Keep the coin near decisions. When choice feels foggy, feel its weight. The north is not a place, it's a promise kept. Practice noticing when your jaw loosens. It is a small bell of good news. Let that bell ring without explanation. If your steps falter, shorten the step, not the path. Tiny strides still honor direction. Direction teaches courage to breathe evenly. Invite laughter by letting something be imperfect. Crooked pictures can charm them all. Charm is confidence without noise. Move one small thing toward your dream each day. Send the email, read the paragraph, sharpen the tool. Accumulated pebbles become a path. When the evening leans in, say a simple line to the room. Thank you for holding me. Walls remember the tone and return it. Listen for the soft yes in your chest. It is quieter than habit but steadier than fear. Follow its hum like a lighthouse in fog. Open your hands when regret reaches. You have nothing it can spend anymore. The account was closed with grace. Hold the key when you cross thresholds of doubt. Let its cool shape remind you of open doors. Memory is architecture you can live in. Choose a time each day to do nothing on purpose. Call it pasture for your mind. Untended minutes grow healthy grass. If comparison visits, hand it a mirror. Ask it to admire itself elsewhere. You have work that needs your eyes, not theirs. Feed your body on schedule out of kindness. Hunger makes sharp promises it cannot keep. Kindness keeps better time. Archangel Michael says gentleness is not the opposite of strength. He says it is strength after wisdom. He says you have learned enough to be gentle now. Write 3 names that make you feel safe. Place them near where the day begins. Safety expands when it is named. Let your posture forgive the past. Shoulders lower. Throat softens. Spine remembers sky. Forgiveness can be physical. If you break something, repair it slowly. Mending teaches how closeness works. Cracks become seams that know the story. Be deliberate about what earns your yes. A worthy yes costs time, and your time is holy. Spend it where seeds take root. Walk a different route once a week. Let unfamiliar corners introduce you to yourself. Surprise is a kind tutor when invited. Keep a small list titled When I Feel Lost. Put 5 easy actions there. Drink water, step outside, breathe, tidy, text love. Lists can be ladders. Touch the thread in your pocket before hard conversations. It remembers the square and lends you its map. Maps calm feet that might otherwise run. Let silence sit between sentences like a friend. You do not have to fill every gap to be understood. Meaning arrives on open air. Choose over-analysis when the sky behaves beautifully. Let yourself be the person who stops and looks up. Opens the hinges of the heart. When you are praised, inhale. Let the compliment land where it belongs. Exhale thanks without argument. Return borrowed strength with interest. A note of favor, a sincere check-in. Kindness appreciates when acknowledged. If you are tempted to explain your healing, don't. A garden does not narrate its growth. It simply grows and feeds. Place a chair where the afternoon light collects. Call it your landing. Landings make flights less costly. Keep a small envelope for proof I'm okay. Inside, store tiny notes of photo, a quiet victory. On hard days, let your hands read it. Speak to the future with verbs. Build, rest, learn, love, keep. Verbs walk farther than adjectives. Archangel Michael says your name and peace now travel together. He says the answer doors is a pair. He says rooms notice and soften. If a plan succeeds, celebrate softly. Not to hide joy, but to keep it close. Close joy tends to stay. If a plan fails, bless it for trying. Not all seeds sprout, even in good soil. Plant again where the light is better. Mark the hour you usually doubt yourself. Place something kind there in advance. Compassion is excellent medicine. Let music finish the sentence your mouth could not. Hum what you cannot say. Humming is a bridge over deep water. Tend the friendships that do not demand performance. Sit together in ordinary weather. Ordinary is where loyalty grows fat and happy. Choose sleep before you are empty. Empty rest costs more and feeds less. Leave the table while still satisfied. Practice leaving places without dragging pieces of them. Close the door. Release the echo. Walk on. Travel lighter than yesterday. When you feel strong, help quietly. Lift without announcing your hands. Real strength loves anonymity. Keep the page you folded where moonlight can find it sometimes. Let it soak in the gentle silver. Some truths enjoy soft polish. Make room for the day after victory and the day after loss. They both need gentle chores and warm tea. Life continues and is better for the steady. Archangel Michael says you are doing it right by doing it kindly. He says pace and peace are now your teachers. He says the next gate recognizes you and is already turning on its hinge. Let the morning's first sound be soft. A kettle sigh, a sparrow remark, a floorboard greeting. Begin beneath that gentleness and carry it forward. Put your phone in another room for the first 10 breaths. Let attention arrive before information. Presence flowers when not crowded. Choose one quarter and brighten it. Wipe, range, bless with a small light. Corners teach rooms how to smile. Give a no open to a blank page. Blankness is not lack, it is invitation. Let one true sentence arrive when it's ready. Archangel Michael says your steadiness is a beacon. He says boats in rough water notice without you waving. He says glow. The ocean understands. Wear the comfortable shoes and take the scenic street. Let your feet converse with kind pavement. Small detours can deliver big ease. If a memory stings, wrap it in breath. Hold, soften, release. Sting becomes lesson when handled kindly. Place the coin on your desk during decisions. Glance at it, peel north gather. Choose from alignment, not urgency. Drink water like a slow promise. Let every swallow confirm you are cared for. Your body keeps the receipt of such care. Light one candle only when you mean it. Let flame equal focus. Focused light teaches scattered thoughts to land. Archangel Michael says usefulness is holy. He says wash the cup as if washing worry. He says clean cups invite clear voices. If you must carry a heavy bag today, balance it well. Top sides adjust straps, walk with mercy. Your body listens to how you ask it to serve. Write down what you're not responsible for. Name each weight you return to its owner. Empty hands hold better work. Take a quiet 5 minutes between tasks. Close one door, then truly open the next. Crossing matters. Honor the threshold. Keep one playlist titled Steady. Use it when rooms wobble or plans tilt. Sound can straighten a day. When anger sparks, cup it like a match. Do not fling it. Light what truly needs lighting. Then blow it out and put the match away. If an opportunity arrives dressed in rush, undress it. Remove the panic, the glitter, the noise. See the true shape before you accept. Return a borrowed book. Let circulation be your gratitude. Given things love to keep moving. Archangel Michael says you may decline without apology. He says no is a door that keeps the house safe. He says your key works from both sides. Find a tree and lean your back against it. Let height speak silently to your spine. Roots translate quiet into courage. Carry a small snack in case grace needs sugar. Low blood and low mood are cousins. Feed one and greet the other kindly. Name the room you're in out loud. Here. Let here be enough for a whole minute. Enough is repairs frayed edges. If a clock ticks too loud, move it farther. Distance can be medicine. Not all solutions require struggle. Write a list titled Already Working. Let it surprise you. Progress hides in plain calm. Choose one bill to pay early. Let responsibility become relief. Relief clears space for joy to visit. Open 3 windows of fresh air inside your schedule. 10 minutes each. No agenda. Breezes teach brains to ungrip. Archangel Michael says your gratitude is practical now. He says it shows up with sleeves rolled. He says that's how blessings build houses. Keep a small jar for tiny victories. A note, a ribbon, a ticket stub of courage. On rough nights, pour them out and count. If comparison returns, hand it a broom. Let it sweep instead of speak. Busy envy becomes quiet. Tend to sleep before the day frays. Close the book, dim the room, lay the phone aside. Your dreams prefer unrushed arrivals. Practice finishing. In the email, tie the bag, click save. Completion makes gentle music. If you feel the impulse to fix someone, sit down. Drink water and fix your posture instead. Alignment is contagious. Tell the truth in small, breathable portions. Truth digests better when not force-fed. Let honesty feed strength, not shock. Archangel Michael says kindness is now your native weather. He says storms will respect your roofline. He says stand warm within your walls. Let your laughter be ordinary. It does not have to perform to be real. Real laughter oils the heart's hinges. Choose a scent that says home and let it linger. Or an appeal cardum clean con. Scent anchors memory to peace. Touch the thread in your pocket before leaving the house. He hums the map of calm. Laps love to be consulted. Make eye contact with the morning. Offer it a nod without urgency. The nods are agreements with light. Place a boundary on how much news you can carry. Protect your bandwidth for the things you can change. Agency grows in tended soil. If sorrow presses, give it a task watering the plant, folding the shirt. Hands working invite hearts to breathe. Breath invites the room to soften. Archangel Michael says your gentleness is not negotiable. He says keep it safe from those who benefit from your hurry. He says choose slow power. Put your name and today's date on a fresh page. Write one promise you can keep by sundown. Kept promises teach trust to stay. Move your body in a way that feels like agreement. Agreement is a language muscles love. If you misstep, correct softly. Course adjustments need not be dramatic. Tiny turns still reach true harbors. Keep art within reach, even a postcard or line of poetry. Beauty is bread for the hours. Feed often. Thank the door when you lock it at night. It guarded you without applause. Quiet guardians deserve notice. Set your alarm 5 minutes later once a week. At rest win a small election. Democracy of the body matters. Archangel Michael says the path ahead will meet you at your pace. He says speed is not the same as success. He says arrival is daily and ongoing. When the moon is kind, stand in its spill. Let silver recalibrate your thoughts. Light is medicine of a different temperature. Release the day like birds from gentle hands. No keys, no message, just the trust of opening. Tomorrow knows how to find you. Bold the payday, place the coin, hold the key, keep the thread. Symbols store courage compactly. Carry them and walk on bright and unhurried. Let breakfast be simple and honest. Toast, fruit, quiet steam from a con. Simplicity shows the heart where to sit. Place your attention like sunlight on one task. Let it warm until the task opens. Open things cooperate. Keep your phone on silent during sacred minutes. Call them sacred because they are yours. Ownership steadies breath. Carry grace for small mistakes. Pick them up like marbles, not grenades. Pocket what you learned and move on. If an old room in your mind feels crowded, air it. Open 2 windows and 1 memory. Let them graft until space returns. Archangel Michael says trust the rhythm you're building. He says repetition is a friendly river. He says rivers make valleys where life can grow. Choose softness for the first sound you make. A greeting, a hum, and gentle here. Your day tunes itself to that pitch. Write 3 intentions on a modest card. Keep them short and finishable. Completion is a warm blanket. Let your steps match the truth of the moment. Calm for clarity, never for avoidance. Keep a small bowl near the door for worries. Drop them there before you leave. Bowls can hold what pockets should not. Tend to the plant that droops slightly. Rotated toward lying with care. You are practicing with leaves what you'll do with hours. If the room feels tense, widen it with breath. Walls respond to lungs more than we admit. Architecture listens to exhale. Archangel Michael says to honor the slow turn. He says ships do not wheel like sparrows. He says dignity lives in patient pivots. Send one blessing quietly to someone difficult. Do it for your own unknotted heart. And knotted hearts travel farther. Drink water before hard choices. Hydration is clarity wearing a simple coat. Clarity makes decent company at crossroads. Hold the coin when the world jangles. Feel mirth reassert itself kindly. Direction dissolves noise. Keep your promises bite-sized. Chew them fully before mating more. Satisfaction is honest fuel. If a shadow passes across mood, name it weather. Weather changes by staying present. Umbrellas help more than arguments. Archangel Michael says protection is in your pacing. He says rush burns blessings at the edges. He says you belong to the unhurried good. Let music visit the kitchen. Spoons and plates will remember the rhythm. Meals taste better when the room sways. Place the key on the table when writing. It keeps sentences true to their doorways. Truth likes a clear exit and entrance. Sweep the threshold you use most. Brooms draw lines where welcome begins. Welcome invites good company. If you must say no, say it while breathing. Breath turns a barrier into a bridge. Bridges preserve kindness. Carry a scrap of paper for found thoughts. Catch them before they drift out to sea. Rescued thoughts often steer well. Archangel Michael says humility is a bright fabric. He says it drapes well over strong shoulders. He says wear it and move freely. Place salt in your palm for a second. Notice how it sparkles without applause. Be like that quiet essential, clear. Fold laundry with gratitude for your body. Sleeves remember embraces you will offer. Fabric rehearses gentleness. Keep one drawer labeled light. Store notes feathers, small wins. On gray days, open and stand in it. Choose a corner for stretch and stillness. Name it your harbor. Harbors let sailors return whole. If you feel crowded by expectations, step sideways. Side steps avoid collisions gracefully. Race is expertise in motion. Archangel Michael says the right people hear your quiet. He says you no longer need to shout. He says resonance chooses you. Touch the thread before speaking your truth. It hums the map you walked to arrive here. Maps make truth kinder. Let your laughter be early and your worry be late. Invite one first, delay the other. Priorities learn from invitations. Replace one complaint with curiosity. Turn this again into what's this showing. Curiosity is a soft lantern. Write your name on the day's top corner. Claim it without grabbing. Claiming is gentle ownership. Archangel Michael says celebration can be quiet and complete. He says you can cheer with closed eyes. He says joy hears whisper. Stand by a window at dusk. Let changing light recalibrate your thoughts. Twilight teaches transition. Keep a kind sentence ready for yourself. Use it like balm when edges show. Edges soften when spoken to. Sort tasks by tenderness. Do the gentlest first to tune your hands. Tuned hands do brave work better. If guilt taps without reason, do not invite it in. Offer it water in the sidewalk. Goodbyes can be polite. Return to the folded page sometimes with your palm. Feel the steady warmth of kept promises. Warmth is proof of continuity. Archangel Michael says patience is not waiting, it is preparing. He says prepared hearts meet doors quietly. He says quiet openings last longer. Let your shoes rest where they'll catch morning sun. Tomorrow's steps begin tonight. Leather remembers light. Write the smallest possible next step and take it. Then write the next. Tats appear under moving pens. Keep the coin near your gratitude list. Your action and thanks are siblings. They travel safest together. Stop a few minutes early when work is good. Leave the room while you still love it. Love returns when it is respected. Archangel Michael says the new you is the real you. He says old costumes hang without power. He says walk out in your own skin. Choose a bedtime phrase that closes the day. Simple, repeatable, true. Ritual builds gentle walls around sleep. Set tomorrow's cup before you sleep. Future you reads that as kindness. Kindness compounds overnight. If a request feels off, check your shoulders. If they rise, pause. The body knows before the calendar. Water the plant of joy daily, even a sip. Sips add up to green. Green changes rooms. Archangel Michael says, keep going like this. He says the bridge is strong and the river approves. He says the next dawn will find you ready and the door already